We do begin with a wrap up at 2023 as it comes to an end. Here at ABC4, we wanted to take a moment and look back at all of the stories that made the top headlines that you had to be a part of. At the edge of your seat for more than throughout the year, ABC4's Anneka Johns joining us live in studio with a look back at the 2023 season. Anneka.
2023 has been a year of joy, hardships, laughter, and tears for Utahns all over the state. And while we here at ABC4 have reported on a lot of different stories, we want to highlight a few of the top stories from throughout the year. We've seen what you've watched, read, and viewed, and now here are your top stories for 2023. In January, one of the first stories to make headlines was when the woman accused of shooting and killing Pro Bowl rider Ouncy Mitchell was charged in the Salt Lake County 3rd District.
To know Ouncy was genuinely, truly to love him.
Now identified as LaShawn Denise Bagley, the 23-year-old was charged with a first-degree felony count of murder and 9 third-degree felony counts of felony discharge of a firearm.
It's like I'm still in a dream, and I just want to wake up and have him back. It just doesn't seem real to refer to him in past tense.
However, almost a year later, Bagley was released with the stipulation that she has no contact with the victim's family and another justification hearing set for January 3rd.
Oh my God.
Bastion windows and the cries of a child led February's top story list after a 2-year-old toddler was locked inside a West Haven apartment, and his parents
I'm right here.
Were locked outside.
I called like a million different people. I exhausted every option that I had.
Hours later, after the family claims police didn't help, they took matters into their own hands and broke into their home, rescuing their child.
I'm just incredibly disappointed.
In April, 2 Draper homes slid off their foundations. Just months after initial worries about the ground the houses sat upon came up.
We were concerned with all the heavy snow and rainfall that the ground was becoming saturated, and just over the last several weeks we noticed additional movement.
It completely took us all by shock.
May was when children's author Corey Richens was charged with her husband's murder.
My husband passed away unexpectedly last year, so it's March 4th was a 1-year anniversary for us, and he was 39.
Police came Richens poisoned her husband Eric with fentanyl, but since the initial warrant for her arrest, her family has heavily advocated for her innocence.
If you knew Corey, she would never ever do this, not only to Eric, but to those boys.
The Great Utah Treasure Hunt took over the state beginning in May when the first clue was released to the public.
And then all of a sudden I got to I did one good hard brush, right in front of the roots, right on the top, and the top got exposed, and I just started bawling my eyes out.
A short time later, the chest containing $25,000 was located by a woman from Iowa.
I found the treasure. It's right here. Oh my God.
She's 12? Hey, take your boots off. We're doing this.
And of course, in June, the heroic act of Tooele police officers diving into a reservoir, rescuing a family from a sinking SUV.
We had to do something. If we didn't, it likely would have turned out differently.
Stripping down their gear, tossing it to the side, and jumping into the water, these officers rescued a 12-year-old girl, saving her life and marking this moment as a time they'll and the rest of their community will never forget.
There's moments throughout your career that you're going to remember forever. A lot of them aren't the best memories, but ones like this, those are the good memories that you want to hold on to.
Now, don't worry if you didn't see your top pick. We'll have even more of our top stories tomorrow evening. But until then, if you have a story you wish for us to highlight, send it in and tune in at 5 p.m. tomorrow to see if your story made the list. Back to you, Emily.
All right, incredible wrap.